Okay, I have, as you can see, if you're paying attention to the Q&A box, we've got a number of application-specific technology questions coming in, which I'd like you to address freely as you see fit. But I have one more, and then we can move on. Is there, like, anytime there's a new tech advance, there seems to be one or two sort of lowest hanging fruit opportunities. Like, boy, if we can apply this technology to this problem, the gap between application and benefit, right? Like business benefit, efficiency benefit is the biggest, perhaps the most obvious. Can any of you put your finger on perhaps, like, not just in your own organizations, but what you're observing across the industry, what that, one or two, one killer app or two killer apps might be?
I can take a stab at it. I think irrespective of what kind of modeling approach you use, whether it's used mechanistic, whether it's statistical or data-driven, I think the use of digital technologies in general as a framework is the key to any kind of win, period, right? Beyond that, what I would say is also that implementing control systems, especially in the framework of how we are talking about optimization and increasing cost efficiency specifically, implementing automated control systems is probably a good start towards getting to the golden bullet phase. And it can be implemented with simplistic devices or as complex devices as bioreactors, as one mentioned, right? Like any kind of device with a control mechanism with parameters that you tweak to modify what's happening within the device can have a control system integrated with it. So I feel like an external control system is probably a good bet to start with from that, from my perspective personally. And then you can sort of add on simpler mechanistic models as a framework for control, or complex mechanistic and statistical models, or data-driven models, or whatnot from that framework, going from there.
Thank you, Shruti.
If I may add to what Shruti just mentioned, we're on the same page in the sense that the ultimate goal for us is to build a digital twin that is capable of controlling an actual unit operation, let's say, right? But then going back to Matt's question about what are those low-hanging fruits, we need to take a structured approach to get to that point, meaning that we need to start with this, break this down into smaller pieces, and make sure each individual piece works the way it should, and then put them all together to have that digital twin that is comprehensive and capable enough that can control, let's say, a bioreactor. But I see in the questions, what are those low-hanging fruits? What are those proven capabilities and examples or technologies that we can use? And this is not something that is, I'm sure, like everyone, I'm hoping that everyone who's in this call is at least heard of this. CFD, it's a computational fluid dynamics. It's a technology that is used to simulate the behavior of air and liquid in nature. And we just deal with this type of material all the time in biopharmaceutical manufacturing. It's been around for quite some time. It's mature enough, and it's proven itself over and over that it works. What can we do with it? We use CFD to really understand the mixing behavior wherever you're dealing with a mixing situation. Okay, how do you replicate this bioreactor, smaller scale bioreactor at a larger scale bioreactor? And then when you show that small win, then you start adding more complexities to that. For example, the next step perhaps would be including more kinetics to understand cell culture behavior. How do you improve the efficiency of cell culture, right? You put all these layers together until you get to a point that you're confident that this can now act independently with, of course, some supervision that can control a physical system. There are many other applications for both upstream and downstream, and I'm just, we can talk about them, but this is because I see this word CFD repeated a lot in the Q&A. I just wanted to mention that. I was just
going to say, Hooman, did you just smoothly answer Marco's question in the Q&A box?
I hope, yeah, that's Marco.
I do want to, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I just want to, add to what you just said. I think it's kind of like Shruti said, right? The ultimate, point out the ultimate goal, and also Hooman mentioned it. That's point out is actually really a journey to the ultimate goal, right? We can start with the low-hanging fruit and also picking up the, something small, but keep the long-term goal in mind, and also kind of, doing and pick the particular things that have a high impact. So like right now, the application that our, CFD and cell coach digital twin application is in the scale up and tech transfer. So it's kind of a journey over the year, getting the confidence and getting the recognition within the company. Now it's become the indispensable part of the, process, scale up and tech transfer. So become a standard. So it's kind of a, people recognize that really it could actually help you to, avoid the trial and error, especially saving the at-scale testing. That's particularly you saving the sweet time. So yes, thinking about a lot of launches throughout the years, and to be able to save those like valuable sweet time and have those, like launches on schedule and have the medicines delivered to patient, the supply and also the market not delayed. So that's kind of really serve that goal. And our kind of these applications and help to really, like help to, from the very beginning, we were involved and to help to, design the equipment and select proper equipment, especially some equipment that really like long lead time. And we can anticipate the issues before we even kind of trying in the at scale. So I think that's kind of right now we are kind of really the standard price. We are targeted really one engineering run, and then we can go straight to the PPQ. So that's kind of the beauty of it, and how to get buy-in from the upper management as well.